Everybody, this is Deanna Johnson Cauthen. I am your host, the host of Lifespeak, a new program on the Elevate Talk Show channel. And today, I am privileged and blessed to be talking and having a conversation with my brother Nathaniel and my sister-in-law, Wanda Johnson, about retirement. These two are happily retired, and we wanted to just pick their brain about navigating that whole process. It is a big one. It's a wonderful time. I think we have all these illusions of what retirement it is, and I think we're here to sort of unpack that, to talk about the pros and cons of retirement. So we're going to be having a conversation about that. So let's get into it. Let's just start from the beginning. Can you both tell me what you guys used to do before you retired? Nathaniel,
okay.
You first, and then LaVerne.
Yes. I'm an electrician. Worked 38 years as an electrician. Went through the training with the apprenticeship and did it all. They offered a great training period. Mm-hmm. They paid for college, so I got my college degree with the Union Local 3 in New York City, and it was with all the ups and downs. It was a good career.
Wow.
Yeah, it afforded me the opportunity to be able to live comfortable now with my wife and travel.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, what about you?
Okay, I was a stay-home mom most of my career, and then I went back to work. I worked at St. John's University for a program that was created to increase the number of underrepresented minorities in biomedical research.
That's right.
So I did that, and then toward the end, when I was, I called myself easing into retirement.
Yes.
I worked at a place called Atria Senior Living, and I worked with seniors, working with in the medical offices, working with the doctors and the nurses, and making sure that those people had their appointments and things of that nature.
Wow.
So that's what I did.
Wow, that's amazing. And so let's talk about retirement. First of all, what does we're sitting here in your lovely RV.
Thank you.
The RV that you guys have been traveling around
Yes.
with for the last several months, and we've all been jealously looking on at your activities and adventures as you've traveled around the country. But so let's talk a little bit about that. What does retirement look like for you? What does that look like for you? First of all, how long has it been, and what does it look like?
Well, I started first with my retirement almost 2 years now, right?
Yes. Wow.
And it was patiently waiting for LaVerne to retire, pushing her, come on, and then the perfect opportunity, and they said, take the shot. I said,
the COVID
that's
shot.
it, that's it, man.
That's right.
Come on, honey.
That's right.
And I knew they would get rid of her once.
And that was the whole COVID shot.
Yes, that really.
Your job made it a stipulation to take.
Yeah, we had to because the seniors.
It
was necessary.
Yes, and also we had gotten sick from COVID.
That's right.
So it was unbelievable. We've never been that sick together. It was just pitiful.
Wow. So after you retired after that?
Yes, after.
You said I'm retiring.
Yes.
And then you were waiting for
right.
So LaVerne, you retired a year or so later?
Right. I retired last July.
That's right.
I retired. I was pushed into retirement because I really wanted to wait till the end of the year so I could retire. But because of the COVID shot and all, I had to retire earlier than I wanted to.
That's right.
But
what has retired? I talked a little bit about it a minute ago. But you all tell me in your own words.
Yes.
What has retirement been looking like for you?
Oh, it's been wonderful. First of all, we're grateful to be alive. As I said, we were sick.
Yeah.
So life took on a whole new meaning.
Absolutely.
And life is too short to get caught up in so many things. I know. And to be able to retire with my wife, we spent a lifetime together as a married couple, raising children. And
doing all that you did. But now you get to...
Now we get to travel.
Yes.
LaVerne plans the trip and I drive.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah, it is wonderful.
That's amazing.
It's wonderful.
So tell us about some of the places and spaces that y'all have been to this
Wanda,
year.
you're very good with that.
Well, Nathaniel's dream, he researched for about a year or two about RV.
Yes.
So he found this.
That's right.
Okay, and it's been wonderful. Yeah. And so we like each other. We like each other. So we don't mind being together.
Oh God.
So we, with our 2-year-old grandson, traveled from Georgia up to New York, Pennsylvania, to Ohio, to Kentucky, Tennessee,
gosh.
and then all the way across America up to Washington State.
That's
And when we
right.
got in Washington State, we were like, we are so close.
Right.
It doesn't make sense not to go to Alaska.
That's right,
So we hopped on a plane and went over to
my
Alaska.
God. Right.
It has been
Yes.
absolutely amazing. Amazing. And I would encourage people to prepare
Yes.
and go ahead and retire.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yes.
times we have been hearing over and over. One friend told me
Yes.
that one of the people on her job retired and didn't even get to get one check.
Yes.
Not
Passed
even
away,
one check.
right?
Passed away before he
Yeah.
got that. And a lot of times
we
we wait and we wait, and as people of color we work and we work and we work as if the job won't go on without us.
But it will.
And yes, it will.
Yes,
Yes,
it
it will.
will. It will.
And we don't get to enjoy retirement. And so his planning, he he researched the whole
Yes.
thing.
Right.
And
That's right.
and then yes, I do plan it out. We are a part of a thing called Thousand Trails.
Yes.
And we can go to different RV resorts and
Yes.
parks
Wow.
and stay at least 21 days.
Oh my.
And we do have something that we pay.
Yeah.
We bought a membership.
Yes,
So
yes.
we have that,
Yes.
and once we finish paying for it, that'll be it.
Right.
However, when we go to these places over the summer, we traveled from April
Yes.
till the end of
Yes.
October.
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Into the end of October.
Wow, that's amazing.
And most of the places we went to, we didn't have to pay out on a daily thing. So that's what made it really nice.
Yes,
And then
affordable, yes.
it was affordable.
Yeah.
We have, this is our second RV.
Okay,
We had a
that's
smaller
right,
one
that's right.
with a small refrigerator. Now I
right.
do a lot of cooking, whether
Right.
it's inside or outside.
Okay.
So I needed a bigger refrigerator.
Yes, yes.
And
Yes.
basically you get to live.
Yeah.
And you get to see so many places. We went to about almost 10 different places in California.
Yes, sir.
We went to
Yeah.
Nevada.
Yes.
Colorado was wonderful.
Oh, yes.
amazing.
Wonderful and beautiful.
Yes, yes.
And just so many places. Washington State.
Yeah.
I was able to go to the Seattle Needle and things of that nature. Oregon. We've
Yes,
never been
yes.
to Oregon, and we
Yes.
went to several places in
Yeah.
Oregon
That's
and
amazing.
experienced the Pacific
It was
Ocean.
wonderful,
I was
yeah.
living on the East Coast. You don't
Yes.
get to do
No,
that.
no, no,
That
no,
water's
right,
cold, y'all.
right.
Yeah. It's cold. Yes.
It was cold,
Yeah.
but it was lovely.
That's
So we
wonderful.
have had an absolutely
Yes.
amazing
Yes, yes.
7 months.
Yes.
It has
so,
been perfect.
gosh, it's been that long.
Yeah.
And so you said that you all have a membership.
Yes.
Okay, and I will make sure that I make that information available to
Very
others
good,
too,
yes,
that others
yes.
may
Yes.
want to tap into that.
Yes.
And so that makes things more affordable.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, wow.
That was the secret.
Didn't help with the gas.
Yes.
Yes.
Didn't help with the gas.
No, but,
No.
but still.
Exactly.
Right, but so you can go to these various different
Yes.
RV places
Yes.
and stay without necessarily
Yeah.
paying a separate fee each
Right.
time.
Exactly.
You're paying
Exactly.
one. Okay, excellent.
Exactly.
That's something that now let's talk about Nathaniel. Now you retired before 65. You kind of alluded to this just a few minutes ago. Why did you retire at that age versus older? You just said that you didn't want to wait. Because
Right.
Life, you didn't want
Right.
life to pass you.
After being healed
Yes.
from
You're
COVID,
right.
I said,
wait.
I can do this. I was 62, I believe.
Wow.
You were going to be 62.
I'm going to be 62,
Okay, yeah.
and you can start collecting
Right.
at 62. So,
Right.
and they told me they did what do you call it?
His job
Yeah.
brought them in.
Right.
They let you know what you're going to get,
On Zoom, they
what
did it,
type
right?
of
Yeah.
money,
Yeah, all
and
that.
all of that. Yeah,
And
so
I
that's
made sure
nice.
LaVerne was there, so
Yes.
in case I missed something.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
And the
And
numbers
that's-
made sense.
And,
Yeah.
and I think
yeah.
that's an important
Yeah.
thing that we need to kind of stop and zero in on.
Yeah.
And you do need to map that out.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You need to have
Yeah,
a
very
plan. And if
important.
you're
Absolutely.
working for a company, they generally will bring you
Yeah,
in and
right.
have that conversation.
That's right.
with
That's
you.
what they
You
did.
need to
Yeah.
know what the numbers are.
Right.
Exactly.
need
And
to
then you
Exactly.
make a decision based on an informed decision,
Definitely.
based on those numbers.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
you have to do the math.
Right.
Because
Right.
the numbers have to work.
Yeah.
And like you said, based on that information, you can decide, do I wait a little longer?
Right.
Do I need to go ahead and retire now and maybe supplement it with something
Right,
else?
right.
Which brings me to my next
Uh-huh.
question. What about side gigs? Because I think for a lot of people, I've talked to friends, people who are retirement or thinking about retirement, they're a little concerned about the money might be tight.
Yes,
What
yes.
do you say to that, and how do you address that
Yes,
personally? with
that's an excellent question
side
because
gigs? Yeah.
we're talking about getting paid once a month from Social Security
Right.
and once a month from the pension.
Right.
So I'm used to getting paid every week.
Exactly.
You know,
So,
we had to hold up.
do?
We had to rethink everything,
Right.
including that.
Right.
So we adjusted to that.
Okay.
But now we have other things we do. We do music. We do decorating. LaVerne does decorating.
Yes, that's right.
We have a side business with legal services, and between the three of those things, I could play just about anywhere, any church.
Right.
Because there's churches that are looking for musicians. Deanna,
that's crazy.
I keep thinking about my nieces.
Yes,
Every time I apply for a position, I think about my niece.
Right,
I
that's
think
right.
about my other niece. You know,
But
and
you know
they
what?
pay. These people pay.
And you've been, and just so my audience could understand what you do.
Yes.
You've been a musician for a very long time.
Most of my life. Yeah.
I mean, decades.
Yes.
So you've been able to tap into that.
Yes.
As a resource.
That's right.
For many years.
Yeah.
And I think it's, and not everybody has the talents and the gifts that you guys have, but we all have something.
Yes.
Exactly.
And I think you have to. I think it's important to assess.
Yes.
What gifts and abilities and talents.
That's right.
Do I have? Actually, retirement could be a real wonderful
Absolutely.
blessing.
That's right.
That gives
That's
you the
right.
time.
See, it's that frame of thinking, that mind thing,
And,
mind thought.
there are a lot of things out there
There
that
are.
people can look research. That's his thing. That's the key. He's the research king.
Right.
Yeah.
Research. When we moved from New York to Georgia, I started because I had got unemployment,
Right.
and they want you to work
Yes.
or show that you were trying to find work.
That's all.
So
That's right.
I found something that I can do even now, and it's a mystery shopper. Believe it or not.
You've heard of it.
It's
Yeah.
a mystery
I've heard of it.
shopper.
Yeah. I've heard of it.
I've gone to stores.
Yes.
I've asked the questions.
Yes.
I go back. I put a few things in,
Right.
and they send my money.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, and it may not be a lot, but it's pocket change.
But it is.
It lets me
You can fill in the gaps.
exactly buy little things for my grandchildren. I got 10 grandchildren.
That's right.
So you know what I'm saying.
You
So
need all
it'll
the little
exactly, please.
shades you can get.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and there's other things
There's
that
a lot
you can
of
do.
other things.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of other. There's a lot of online things that are available. For
Oh yes.
Yep.
That's right.
And I was
It's out
thinking
there.
of something even more specific. There's things like Uber driving and people, and I think it depends on who you are,
Right,
and what your
right.
gifts and talents are,
Yes.
what
Right.
your time schedule
Yes.
is,
Right.
your flexibility.
Yes.
But there's a lot of things that you can
Right.
do
Right.
these days to fill in the gaps.
That's right. We've
Yes.
done electrical work too. We work as a
yeah.
team.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
another
that's right.
side. Yes,
That's
that's right.
That makes a difference.
So I carry my tools.
Decorating.
Yeah.
Decorating and I work with him electrical too.
Oh, this
Yeah, that's
is
right.
There you
Come
go.
on.
Puts on her
Oh, my
jeans and
goodness.
her
Yeah.
sneakers and we.
So let me ask you this: what is one thing you wish you knew before your retirement that you would tell other people to really look out for? Is there a thing that you wish you knew ahead of time, but then got into retirement and was like, oh, I wish we knew that?
Well, I wish we knew more about early about RVing.
Really?
We didn't know about this. It was the best kept secret.
Really?
Yeah, and
It's definitely
the white people have been doing this. No offense, for years, and reaping the benefits. And now we're catching on. I'm seeing more and more black people participate. We've been to campgrounds where we were the only black.
I was going to say, I don't think that's really...
It's a slow process. Yeah, this gentleman right here. There's a couple of people that are black. Yeah.
But not a lot of people.
Not a lot.
of color.
When we went across the country,
Right.
we didn't see a lot of us. And there was one place we went, and the lady said, I've seen black men with their families, but I've never seen a black couple.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
She never saw a black.
She made sure she
husband and
told us
wife.
that, so
She
she was
did.
happy to see
She
that.
did.
That was New Orleans, right? Was that?
No, that
was
New Mexico.
New Mexico,
We went
yeah.
to New Mexico.
Yeah.
Wow. So not something that a lot of people of color have done.
Not yet. It's
growing. It's growing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because they have black campgrounds.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to do this year time.
Right.
We're going to all the black-owned
Campgrounds.
campgrounds. Yeah.
We want to patronize them.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
terrific.
We look forward to that.
So what's something that you would say, okay, for those people who might be interested specifically in doing the RV life, is there any specific suggestions you would give them?
I would say rent an RV and try it out. Yeah.
Yes.
That would be
Great
the best
idea.
way, I would
Just
say.
because it is a commitment.
Yes,
absolutely.
and you have to be willing to go through. I mean, it's taking care of a home that's on wheels.
Yeah, that's a whole
You
nother
guys have
lifestyle.
right. It is. Yeah, it's a lot of maintenance. I do take care of everything outside.
You happen to be technically able.
Right, I got
Not
all the tools.
everybody
That's true.
Can do that.
That's right.
And I think
So it's not for everybody.
It's true.
It's not.
However, he did a lot of research, so a lot of things he may not have known, he was able to come up with because he did the research. So it's really, really important to do the research.
That's right. But you also, some people just are more
mechanically inclined.
Yes, that's true. And
because it's not for everybody. It's not.
You can end up getting yourself
for real.
So you do need to know yourself.
Yes. Know your limitations. Know what you can do.
Understand that.
Otherwise, you have to pay somebody to fix every little thing.
Do everything for you.
Come on.
So now, if you had one piece of advice to give people considering retirement, back to the bigger issue of retirement, what would that be?
What would you think, honey?
Well, I would definitely say that you need to, for young people, start now preparing for retirement.
Yeah, I think that's great.
So that you can look for it. Right. You have to prepare for it. You have to know that at some point in my life, not at when you're 20, 21, you want to retire. No. But put in the time, but put away. Put away, build up. And so that's the one thing, know your financial standing and then retire, but don't let not having a lot make you say, well, I'll never retire, or I have to work till I'm 101. But I would say prepare.
So it doesn't have to be all or nothing. You can sock some away, little by little. Wealth is gained.
Absolutely.
So that's the thing. Now, before I end, you mentioned that you have 10 grandchildren.
Yes.
And I'm privileged to know these children. I haven't seen them as much as I wanted to, but you guys have poured. Let's talk about how that has fit into your retirement years. But y'all have done some things with these kids. I've seen your RV, and y'all have all kinds of sleeping quarters for these children, and you have put these children up. So let's talk about how that has worked into your retirement. You've been able to have the freedom to see them and spend time with them here.
Every time we purchase an RV, we think about the grandchildren.
Really?
Or when we bought LaVerne's car, we think about the grandchildren.
Yeah, everything is grandchildren.
Really? That's so sweet.
So we want to be able to travel with them,
And
we've done it. So
and we've seen the ones in Pennsylvania as well. Now the ones in Pennsylvania have not been to this, but it affords us to be able to go very quickly to go see them and spend time with them, with their dad and stuff. So retirement is great. We're able to spend time. We had the ones that are in New York. My daughter came in from California, and that's the first time that we had them. So we went up to New York, and we had the kids.
And she
it was
picked
only
them
a
up
couple of days.
and met us.
And she met us, and so a couple of days. But this time we drove up to New York because we had some doctor's appointments we needed to see, and we went and got the kids and brought them, and they stayed with us. And then we took them back, and then we got them again, and they stayed with us. And that it's a joy.
Yeah, it is.
And people look at us and they say, well, why do you all need that big?
Because they see just the two of us.
Right.
Yeah, 37 feet long.
Exactly. And there are lots that are a lot bigger than this. But this will accommodate our grandchildren and stuff. And we enjoy being with our grandchildren.
Well, you look like y'all are having the time of your life.
We really are.
Y'all, and you said something earlier about you really do part of retirement also, and I think that this is something that I want to maybe camp out at for a second. You do have to like each other.
Yes.
Because I've talked to friends and they have said, I'm scared. I don't know. We don't get along that great now. And so I can't really imagine spending all day with this person. I don't know. This could be the death of
I shouldn't laugh. But that's
where some
it is.
Right.
Let's talk about that side of it. I mean, you talked about traveling and RVs and grandchildren and all. That's wonderful. But you're talking about spending more time with this person.
That's right.
And so the relationship has to be
solid.
Has it? So. Tell me a little bit about that. Has that worked? Obviously, it works for y'all.
Yes.
But what advice? I mean, what do you say to someone who's nervous about that? I guess maybe they need to be looking at deeper issues.
You need to work on their relationship.
Start working on it now.
That's right.
Start working. If you're feeling a little whatever, start working on it now. Exactly. And then when the kids are gone and there's nothing to do and nowhere to go, and you have to look at that person every day.
Who are you? Yeah.
Exactly. And that's it.
You're right.
You can't. And in marriage, you know, we started out. We had the kids.
Right.
Yes.
And that was all
And
of
exactly. And so, but you know, in the early days, you make that friendship and continue to work on the relationship. Date. You guys are the king and queen of dating. Okay?
That's right.
That's it. That's it.
Yes.
Date. Don't let anything become before your relationship.
Absolutely.
You know, the kids were important, but
this is
we knew they were gonna be gone. They're gonna leave.
They will leave.
So you keep that relationship going, and that the communication and the friendship. And that doesn't mean we're perfect.
Right.
That doesn't mean we get along every day.
That's right. But there could be still conflict.
Exactly.
But the base is there.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So you understand.
It is so key.
Yeah.
It is key.
It's key.
And stuff. And then when you retire and it's just the two of you, you're fine. I mean, because there are days when we're just driving for hours.
Yeah.
And it's just the two of us because we had the baby at first.
That's right. You had your little
from Georgia to California.
That's right.
But his mom came and got him in California.
So now there's not even
exactly. And then now it's just me and him going up and stuff. And you know, because we're friends. And because we get along and we like each other.
Yeah, that makes a huge difference.
Women sit together too.
Work on your relationship beforehand.
Absolutely.
Because nothing magical happens.
That's right.
And
you're in confined quarters.
Especially in this situation. But even if you're in a regular home.
That's true.
This advice is not just for people who are living in RVs.
Exactly.
This is when we talk about retirement, we're talking about retirement
anywhere
in general.
And
so I just know several situations and that are a little precarious.
Wow.
Just because they had other issues, and the retirement just kind of brings everything to the forefront.
Absolutely.
You know, so it exacerbates it. Whatever was there before is now highlighted.
Right.
Now, like you said, it's just joy. There's no distraction of children.
That's right.
No job. You're not going to go to work.
To get away. That's right.
As a matter of fact, I know people who during the pandemic who basically got divorced. Just because they were together. And they just
that job saved their marriage.
Not having to go to distraction.
Exactly.
Wow.
They had all the distractions that.
I'm so sorry to hear.
So any final pieces of advice you'd give to those people who are looking at retiring in the next year or two? Any final pieces?
Retire.